Hello and welcome to App Talks. My name is Clayelle Wolf and I'm the director of the AppExchange Marketing Program. App Talks is a series of conversations with Salesforce customers about how they're using solutions from AppExchange to solve business challenges. Today I'm joined by a team from SmarterHQ, a behavioral marketing platform, to learn about how TaskRay has helped them solve a whole host of project management and onboarding solutions. Welcome to App Talks. Thank you. So we all can get to know you. Could you briefly introduce yourselves and explain what you do?
Yeah, I'm Steven Tracy. I'm the Director of Campaign Services at SmarterHQ. And what my team does is integrate our clients' campaigns with our platform so that they can deliver personalized content.
I'm Anita Donnelly. I'm Director of Technical Services. So my team is comprised of client support, implementations and onboarding, and project management.
And I'm Asa Kelly. I'm the Director of Business Operations. I'm responsible for our end-to-end business operations to make sure that we've got the appropriate processes and tools and systems set up. And as a part of that, I do our Salesforce administration as well.
And since we're talking with you, Asa, could you explain just a little bit more about what SmarterHQ does?
Sure, yeah, we're a behavioral marketing platform. So what we do is we bring in our clients' web behavioral data. You know, what are their customers actually doing on their website? What products or categories are they interacting with? We marry that up with any other kind of data that our clients might have on them, whether it's CRM data or loyalty data, and then we use our platform to activate that data and trigger off real-time, personal marketing campaigns across offline and online channels.
Awesome. Between the three of you, we have everything covered that a client would ever need.
That's pretty true.
So take me back in time a little bit. What was running a business like before finding TaskRay?
It was a dark time for us.
But you're smiling now, so we all know there's hope.
Yeah, it was a lot of individualized documents and sheets and conversations and emails and a bunch of different things flowing in a haphazard way that didn't allow us to really get an overview of what everybody was doing and really having any insight into how long projects took, what project dependencies were, anything that would go into an overall kind of larger view just didn't really exist. It was very individualized and very, this is my personal file or my personal thing.
Right. So you didn't have what you needed.
No, we were using competing documents and interests to try and run an entire process set from contract signature to client deliverables. It was tough. So.
Not ideal.
Not ideal.
Competing documents are not a way to.
Competing documents, depending on whose note-taking skills are better. I mean, it was bad. So.
Then when I came about a year and a half ago, I was working with the implementation team, and everything was in Google Docs. So it was really hard to figure out what everybody was supposed to be doing and where they were in that process, because it's a pretty lengthy onboarding process. And to try to do that and then be able to tell people when the next project can be started or completed, it was really hard. I just was like, I need to see all of the projects at once. Because not only do they do the initial onboarding, but they have a bunch of other smaller projects that are going on at the same time, and I just couldn't see it. So I went to Asa and said, help me. I need to find something that will allow us to be able to see everything that's going on.
So you get your buy-in, one might say the hardest part. Mm-hmm. So in case there are any folks watching that might be thinking about kicking off a similar search for a project management onboarding solution, how did that search look for you, or what could they expect?
We gathered about 5 to 10 different tools that said that they were going to be able to do what we needed to do. We would have some conversations with them. We narrowed it down to like the top 3 and actually did trials with them to try to put our processes in there and see if it would work. And through that whole process, it was about 6 months.
Yeah, it's 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, 3 to 6 month process. We came out at the other end with TaskRay being able to do everything that each of our teams needed to be able to do.
Which is important.
Yes.
Not just one specific function, but everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's also, as a part of that too, we also wanted something that could expand beyond, the 2 or 3 teams that we were using. We wanted something that was robust enough that we wanted to pull in marketing or development team or DevOps or product into it at a later date that we could.
Right.
So we wanted a tool that was really robust, that would grow as we grew as a company.
And not be doing another search in 2 years.
Exactly.
No.
Right.
Yes.
Which we've had to do that a time or two.
Yeah, I mean,
So we didn't want to do that again.
yeah, for sure.
So ultimately, if you had to distill it down, what made TaskRay the perfect fit?
We had tried a bunch of different solutions for a variety of different business needs, and all of them were separate. They weren't able to talk to each other in the way that we needed, and we weren't able to get the full picture view of the business. It was sort of, this team's thing is this, and this team's thing is this. We didn't have a consistent communication chain across it, and we also weren't able to have visibility into the actual business impact. It was sort of plugging this in with this is giving us a guesstimate of what we needed versus an actual hard data point that we could say this is what we should or should not be doing. And that was really important.
Yeah, being built on the Salesforce platform was huge. We already used a lot of Salesforce reporting and dashboards, and because TaskRay is built on Salesforce, I mean, it's really easy for them once they're actually up and using it and their teams are up and using it. It's really easy to build reports that let them know what's going on. I mean, there was what's going on with their teams, what's going on with their workload, with their capacity. I mean, I know for Steven's team, there was they had consistent issues just staying synchronized with some of the other parts of the organization about like what projects were being worked on at a given time, which sounds like such an easy thing to keep track of, but before we had all the data in one place, it wasn't. So, I mean, Steven would probably spend 2 or 3 weeks putting together one schedule for a 2-week sprint.
Yeah.
And after we implemented TaskRay, it's maybe a 30-minute or hour exercise every week. So.
If that. Yeah. I mean, it's become more of a daily process for me than a long formalized, let me look and see and really plan. I mean, it's sort of an ongoing flow, and it allows me to have a snapshot view of things that are coming months in advance in a way that I didn't before, and really understand, from contract signature to actual client deliverable, every step and how that'll impact what we're doing, and just a really smooth handoff process, as well as understanding, the financial impact to every aspect of the business rather than just the individualized workload of members of my team. So that's been the huge gain for us.
We actually got a view now into our customers that we've never had before. We've been doing, because of TaskRay and a couple other things, but TaskRay is a big part of it. Because of that and because we have tracking at the individual project and client level now, we've been able to run client level margin analysis. So we actually know which of our clients are more or less profitable and why. So we can really dig in and understand more about our clients than we ever could before, just because we're able to track the work effort for each of those clients. So we can dig in and understand, like, why is this client actually taking us more effort to implement or to service on an ongoing basis or to support on an ongoing basis. And that's not visibility that we ever had before. So.
I don't know anyone who wouldn't want that view of margin.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah,
It's pretty
great.
eye-opening.
Yeah, it is.
So it's the right tool because it truly made things easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Much more so.
Much more so.